Back and we're playing some more EA College Football 26 online head-to-head. Today we're back, and today we have some more transfer portal news to talk about. So without further ado, let's get into it. Our first piece of news. TJ Finley has transferred to his 7th school. He will be going to Incarnate Ward. Remember, he had previous stops at LSU, Auburn, Texas State, Tulane, Western Kentucky, and Georgia State, and now he's headed to Incarnate Ward. The next player I want to talk about is going to come from the ACC, and the Virginia Cavaliers have went out and they've gotten former Alabama and Pitt quarterback Eli Holstein. So now there's a quarterback competition in Virginia between Penn State and Missouri transfer Bo Pribula and Alabama and Pitt transfer Eli Holstein. So let's see who wins the starting job there in Virginia. The next player I want to talk about is going to come from the SEC, and the Kentucky Wildcats have went out and got former LSU wide receiver Nick Anderson. So Nick Anderson's leaving LSU for Kentucky. He had 904 receiving yards and 12 touchdowns in his entire career at LSU, so should be good for Will Stein there at Kentucky. Sticking in the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels have went out and gotten a former one of their players. They went out and got LSU and Louisiana transfer Walker Howard. So if you remember, Walker Howard was the backup at Ole Miss. He was Jackson Dart's backup, and then he left this past year to go to Louisiana to ball out in the group of 5. He balled out, and now he's back at Ole Miss. So I guess he's going to compete for that starting job with Auburn transfer Deuce Knight. Let's see who wins the starting job there in Oxford. This one's going to hurt. This next player is going to come from the ACC. And the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets have went out and got former Alabama and Michigan running back Justice Haynes. So Justice Haynes is headed to the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Good move for them. Still have no idea who their quarterback's going to be this year, but Brent Key got a good player there. The next player I want to talk about is going to come from the SEC. And the LSU Tigers have went out and got their quarterback of the future. They already got Arizona State transfer Sam Levitt for this season, but for the future they went out and got USC transfer quarterback Hussein Longstreet, who was a 5-star, and was Jaden Maeva's backup. Was probably trying to start this year at USC, but Jaden Maeva is coming back at USC, so he decided to hit the portal, and he is headed to Baton Rouge to play under Lane Kiffin in the future. Next player I want to talk about is going to come from the ACC, one we've all been knowing about. The Virginia Tech has went out and got former Penn State quarterback Ethan Grunkenmeyer. We kind of knew this was happening. I mean, James Franklin's been poaching a lot of players from Penn State, so it only makes sense that he got his quarterback that he recruited there. The Big Ten, heading to the Big Ten now. Big news coming out of Eugene, Oregon, as their quarterback Dante Moore has decided to come back to school. So they now have the best probably quarterback room in the nation, with UCLA transfer Dante Moore and a Nebraska transfer Dylan Raiola as their 1-2. So Raiola is probably going to sit out a year while Dante Moore comes back for his senior year. Next player I want to talk about is going to come Ooh, from the MAC. And the Ohio Bobcats, their star quarterback, Parker Navarro, has decided to enter his name into the transfer portal. He's currently awaiting an appeal on his eligibility, but he's totaled 5,030 passing yards, 2,168 rushing yards, and 60 total touchdowns in 2 seasons at Ohio. So if he can get that waiver, he'll be a big quarterback in the portal for a team. Headed now back to the ACC. The Syracuse Orange have went out and got former USC, Boise State, and UTEP quarterback Malachi Nelson. So Malachi Nelson, this is his 4th team. He originally committed to USC under Lincoln Riley, couldn't start there. Transferred to Boise State, couldn't start there. Transferred to UTEP, kind of started a little bit, but also wasn't very good. He's headed to Syracuse. Washington and Syracuse receiver Jonte Cook. So Jonte Cook's headed back to the SEC and then reviewed the ball at Texas. Left Texas for Washington, didn't do much at Washington or Syracuse. And then he kind of re-spunked his career at Syracuse, but he's headed back to Ole Miss. Sticking in the SEC, LSU has went out and got former Ole Miss linebacker TJ Daugherty. He had 174 tackles, 10 tackles for loss, 3.5 sacks, and 3 forced fumbles in the last 2 seasons with the Rebels. Sticking in the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers have went out and got the pair of brothers from Michigan, Tevis and TJ Metcalf. Like I said, TJ already committed, but they got his brother Tevis now at Tennessee. So Tennessee, like I said, is building a pretty crazy defense. Sticking in the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels had their starting wide receiver Caden Lee has decided to enter the transfer portal. He had 106 catches for 1,600 yards and 7 touchdowns in his time with the Rebels. So he'll be an interesting slot receiver on the market. Sticking again in the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers have went out and got former Tulane running back Javin Gordon. He's a pretty good running back this year at Tulane, so maybe he can ball out at Tennessee. And then the final player I want to talk about before the big piece is going to come from the Big 12. And the Kansas Jayhawks have went out and got former Colorado and Kansas State running back Dylan Edwards is headed to Kansas. So that should be a good move for them. But the reason I'm making this video is we have to use a player from the ACC and this team right here, the Duke Blue Devils. So let's get it.
started.
The reason we have to use Dude is because we have another Damon Williams type situation here, but not as intense. Darian Mensah, the two-lane transfer quarterback of Duke, said that he was going to be coming back to Duke this year. And now
The Blue Devils will boot it away to start the game.
It looks like Miami is working on him back, taking a ginormous bag to go to Miami.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick.
Which is crazy take, but that's what happened with Darian Mensah. He's officially back in the portal. I think this guy's one of the best quarterbacks in the country. So we're going to last game to beat Blue Devil.
To the air, it's Knight. Wasting no time taking a shot. Reels it in down the left side. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The give to the back.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Looking for space. It's Cobb. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face 3rd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On 4th down, going to the air.
Nice
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness. Now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Here you go.
From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Still looking, on the move. Fires on the move. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete to the right. And he's still running after the move.
Oh my God.
He's loose on the right. He's at the 10.
What a touchdown.
And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Leaves it with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, did you see the D tackle just slice through the offensive line? That's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up a tackle for loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Knight. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you're
going to throw it over the top of the D. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now.
He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the 1st half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Knight. Here comes the Heat. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through one quarter. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Going downfield for the big play. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. There he goes. Stepped out of bounds at the 38-yard line, and you want to talk about flipping the field. He just did it like that. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He'll take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end there.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. And the Tigers have this offense rolling. They'll give it to the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution. Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Now on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll start this drive firing. Skips away from pressure. At the 35, he's open. They get it out of bounds. A couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The run to the left. Oh, he's got a chance. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. from the gun on 3rd down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. On the run, fires downfield. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Touchdown, Duke. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Knight. Has to uncork this one off his back foot. He's got it along the sideline. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Coleman. He saw man coverage, and the idea, just get it to my receiver as quickly as I can and let him work, David.
See man and see the cushion and see the guy backed up a little bit. Now I know I can get it to him right now and get a positive game.
Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
No, don't quit. Don't quit.
Suddenly, with an opportunity it couldn't have expected, with a 1st and goal after the pick. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Devils!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Knight. Finds his man, it's Simmons. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Tigers want to move quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man, it's Simmons. It's a fumble on the play. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Too hard.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Cobb.
Thank you.
Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, touchdown.
And he's gone. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and until the next video, see you guys. Peace.